The anime episode begins with Eris and his friends heading towards Stat's castle. Ruzel is ordered to contact Lord Korin and initiate the operation, which is the plan devised by Ars and his group. Meanwhile, the soldiers in Stat's castle learn that Ars has received reinforcements from Rolto, and according to reports, they are only 5,000 strong. The castle soldiers fire upon them but fail to inflict any damage. They then notice a witch rapidly approaching, prompting them to prepare the magical loudspeaker to attack. However, Charlon uses her powers to deflect the attack, causing it to backfire and destroy one of the castle walls. Charlon's power is equivalent to that of 100 soldiers. She then launches another fireball at the castle gate, destroying it. The soldiers inside the castle are stunned by what just happened. Ars seizes the opportunity and orders his men to attack. The troops, including Sir Yepkon and the mercenary group Krux, charge forward. Ars entrusts Sir Yepkon with leading the assault and opening the southern gate from within, enabling Lord Moran to enter. Despite the high-risk nature of the task, Yepkon agrees to undertake it, aiding their effort to defeat the enemy. Ars then speaks with Ritz and Miri, assigning them to lead and guide the army to the front lines. The scene shifts to the castle soldiers, who are in a state of panic after Ars successfully opens the southern gate from the inside. So this allows Koran's army to invade. Sir Baram appears atop the castle and delivers a speech about their enemy's army. Despite their high morale, he declares his intention to show them his true power. Miri and her group easily enter the castle and begin defeating the enemy. Ritz, undeterred by the number of adversaries, fights with remarkable strength, shocking everyone who witnesses him. They are unaware of his true identity. Ritz's sole objective is to bring down all enemies in the castle for Ars's victory. Ritz and his men do not stop at breaking the wall, but push the enemies back completely. The commander, realizing their defeat, surrenders and throws down his sword. One of the soldiers pleads for the commander to save his subordinates' lives. Ritz orders everyone to lay down their weapons. At this point, Baram intervenes, introducing himself as someone born and raised in Belsad. The commander dismisses him, calling him a mere boy who understands nothing. Infuriated, Baram strikes him with his weapon and attempts to attack Ritz. Ritz's men step in to protect him, but Baram strikes them as well. He then challenges Ritz to a duel, which Ritz accepts. Baram charges at Ritz, but Ritz blocks the attack effortlessly. Baram arrogantly claims that no one in the castle is stronger than him and that it has been a long time since he encountered someone of Ritz's caliber. So Ritz responds dismissively, calling the duel one of the most boring battles he has ever fought. This enrages Baram, who believes himself to be the strongest in the castle. Ritz skillfully dodges Baram's attacks, eventually knocking him to the ground. Ritz mocks Baram, pointing out his reliance on brute strength and instincts, which leave him vulnerable to even the simplest tricks. Baram rises and attempts another attack, but Ritz counters with a strike to his back. Ritz then advises Baram to use his natural talent wisely and stop engaging in pointless fights. After the duel, Ars arrives to congratulate everyone on their success in the castle. He finds Ritz still chasing Baram. Ritz criticizes Baram's fighting style, explaining that a true warrior trains daily and constantly pushes their limits. During their conversation, Ritz continues to spar with Baram, eventually telling him that if he simply wants to act important because of his strength, he should abandon the idea of being a soldier altogether. Baram surrenders and requests that Ritz take him as a student to teach him everything he knows. Ritz is surprised as they are enemies. Baram explains that he has decided to stand by Ritz's side because he wants to grow much stronger, even if it means starting as his baggage carrier. Although Ritz initially refuses, Ars agrees to let Baram join them. Ars recognizes Baram's exceptional talent and leadership potential, despite his immature mindset. Baram speaks, asking, "Who is this person?" Ritz responds, introducing him as Lord Ars. Baram is shocked to discover someone even stronger than Ritz and pleads with Ars to let him serve under his leadership from now on. Ars agrees to the request. Baram then announces dramatically, "Make way, Ritz is coming." Meanwhile, Meryl remarks, "It seems we have an interesting new child here." Many of the soldiers who had previously suffered at the hands of their enemies are now filled with fear and uncertainty. One soldier nervously states, "The inability to work again, whether physically or mentally, will tell you about the enemy's deployment and trap locations. Please, don't push us too hard." The scene transitions to Stat's castle, where we see the trap rooms. One of Ars men declares we've deactivated the traps. The castle's lord, terrified, flees the scene. Ultimately, Koran's side succeeds in capturing Stad's castle. The king addresses the group, saying, "We've successfully seized Stad's castle. You've done exceptionally well. Ours not only captured Rulta Castle, but also saved my life by deploying the mercenaries. That action was the key to conquering Stad's castle." Ars responds, thanking everyone for their efforts. "We worked well together," he says. Lord Koran speaks to Ars, "Don't mind them, they're just my personal guards. Allow me to reiterate the tremendous contribution you've made this time. You've achieved so much. Your bravery and exceptional wisdom stand out. And then there's that mysterious ability you possess to gauge people's capabilities. So what are you hiding from us?" Ars replies humbly, "Nothing at all. It's all thanks to everyone's efforts." Surprised by Ars' humility, Koran says, "You feel different from the usual. I'm just an ordinary lord with a single goal, to create a modern world where my people can live in peace and happiness. I don't know why I have this power. On the day I inherited the fief from my father, I decided to use it for the people." Koran laughs and remarks, "You answered just as I expected. It's only that my followers have been bothersome lately, constantly asking who you are. They believe you're plotting to take the throne. If you rise further, people will undoubtedly notice you. You already stand out among all the dukes of Messian. I expect great things from you." Later, Ars reflects, speaking to himself, "That was nerve-wracking. What would have happened if I'd given the wrong answer? The truth is, there are people who dislike me. I need to stay cautious." The scene shifts to Charlotte playfully throwing snow at Ars, laughing. "I hit Ars with snow. There's so much snow, I can't stop playing. It's my first time seeing snow," she exclaims. Ritz, watching the scene, comments, "Maybe we're taking a break, but we're still at war. If you catch a cold and it affects the next battle, we're in trouble." They all end up having a snowball fight together, enjoying a rare moment of peace amidst the ongoing conflict. After that, we see Fam playing with the others, saying, "Let's see if the Western team or the Eastern team will win. The Western team has better odds right now. Let's make a bet." She turns to Ars and says, "I love adventure, but I love making money even more." Ars then asks Mr. Clement, "Would you like to join us?" Clement replies, "No, I don't want to join." The group continues to play and enjoy the snow, building a snow figure together. Roussel is overjoyed. A man approaches Fam, saying the fight was cancelled, so the bets are void. "Return our money." Fam and her group disappear, angering the crowd. They exclaim they used shadow magic to trick us. Meanwhile, Charlotte is delighted as snow falls on them. She expresses her wish to see the snow again next year with everyone. Ars watches the group with joy and thinks to himself, "Next year and every year, I will protect their smiles." The scene then transitions to another man, who comments, "Meryl has uncovered my entire plan. She's incredibly clever, but if I keep failing, suddenly Lord Bismarck appears, shocking everyone with his presence." Thus, today's episode of the Anime comes to an end. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any updates.